To start things off, I'm giving you 50 cents right off the bat for you talking over this video, which you do a lot.
Okay, I know for a fact that I'm not the
It's a terrible movie, though. I know I've seen clips. I think I saw somebody reviewed it. I reacted to.
Really bad.
Who was it, though? I forgot.
Many reviewers and critics, including myself,
was it Nostalgia Critic or was it?
If not the worst animated feature of all time. Now, if you ask why is it the worst, everybody will tell you almost the exact same thing. The writing is inconsistent.
Oh god, this creepy shit. You got Charlie Sheen as the dog.
The characters are like a bunch of creeps you'd find in the dark alleyway.
Yeah, the shopping mall, whatever. The grocery store, I mean.
That works, and it resulted into something that's in the levels of bad that is unheard of.
Oh yeah, that squirrel.
The only thing that I have to wonder is just why is it so bad? Okay,
I don't know, man.
Why, but
they used a big budget, and this movie flopped.
We all know today. Now, in order to answer that question,
why are you standing in the middle of the movie for?
And I'd like to ask you this: why does it matter where Animat is standing? This just seems nitpicky.
Research on the movie's history. Now listen carefully to the tale I'm about to tell you, because the answer will lie in one significant moment, and it is not what you think it is. So why
I don't care about it, man.
Is Foodfight considered one of the worst of the worst?
It's just weird.
Find out. Our story all began in 1999. This was a time in animation where it was the tail end of the
I remember that Tarzan show.
It's not a show, it's a movie.
Studios were coming out and making a name out of themselves with some animated hits, including DreamWorks Animation and, of course, Pixar. Now, the latter has yet to become the industry titans we all know.
There's a Woody and Buzz flying around doing their weird shit.
The first ever computer animated feature, Toy Story. And
yeah, the very first Toy Story. That's not the first, that's the second, I believe.
There was a studio in Santa Monica, California called Threshold, whom later would be known for making Lego projects that are not the
Legos is everywhere, man.
Park rides. Most namely, Star Trek 4D,
are you gonna sit down?
And Mission Space at Epcot in Walt Disney World. Now, the founder and
Disney
CEO
World,
of the company,
Walt Disney, folks,
or as people call him, Larry, saw the opportunity in Toy Story.
It's almost like Animat told you, but you were talking over the part where he says it. His name is Lawrence Kasanoff.
Had both in concept and in the way that Pixar uses CGI as a viable film medium. So he and one of his employees, Joshua Wexler, got an idea to make their own animated film that would be like Toy Story, but instead of having recognizable toys, they would feature recognizable mascots you would find in the grocery store.
Y'all know where that's from.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Now, their goal with the film is to get as many grocery icons and mascots
I see Disney drugs back there.
Movie, like what Who Framed Roger Rabbit did with cartoons, and to have
their I remember that. Framed Roger Rabbit drugs.
As well. If the movie was successful, people would have a chance to actually snack on cereals and snack bars that would feature Death Star Texas.
If you don't want to go watch that cringe, go ahead.
Imagine that.
The chocolate squirrel, is that what they call them?
Show a bit of promise with
the California raisins.
That doesn't feature any A-list celebrities, but some recognizable names like Charlie Sheen, Eva Longoria, Ed Asner, Wayne Brady, Harvey Feinstein, Christopher Lloyd, and
man, they're all in this, huh?
That's
right, yeah. I remember who he played as.
A tribute to the Looney Tunes cartoons, and Larry was so confident that this would make Threshold.
This is the weirdest show ever.
Pixar.
One of them.
See what I said about Tarzan a couple minutes ago.
The potential cross promotions they could do with the
80
brands they got to appear in the movie.
Yes, he inhales. It's literally audible.
Foodfight would have ended up costing a total of $100 million.
But some people actually like it.
The one final ingredient for this movie was someone to be in charge of this ambitious project.
Yeah,
someone
people
that would literally give this supermarket
wasted your money on it.
Never being
you got Indiana Jones dog back there. He was walking right behind you.
The producer and director of Foodfight.
He's got his hand on his chest.
Then came the end of 2002. When tragedy struck. It was reported that all the hard drives that contain every piece of progress they have made of the film were stolen. Despite Kasanoff calling it
then they continued later.
Espionage, no one ever knew what happened to the original files to this day. In fact,
somebody stole them and ate them, man, and shat them out in the sewer.
Okay, I know Billy's trying to be funny here, but what?
Now, at this point, some people would just give up and
but they still made the movie.
Since they pretty much lost everything.
Yeah, but they didn't give up and they kept going.
He took some time to think about what to do at this point and decided not only to continue Foodfight, but go in a brand new direction.
No, that's the chocolate squirrel.
In 2004. By the way, if you ever ask someone who actually worked on the movie what's it like to do Foodfight, they will tell you that Larry is, unique director. He's always full of surprises.
That thing's creeping me out, man. Stop.
He wants to suddenly change something by saying, in his exact words, make this more awesome or make that 30% better. That, and you should never be fooling around on
Why are you wearing an orange hat?
Why does it matter? Why are you questioning something irrelevant in this video? Like I said previously, this seems nitpicky.
Take it very seriously.
I thought you was trying to dress up as the dog at first.
Would like to have fun having Lady X.
We know who this bitch is. She's ugly, actually, underneath all that. Being really sexual, and it's supposed to be a kid's movie, right?
Hey, that's a good idea. Let's put that in the movie. Which explains why this film has these uncomfortably weird sexual innuendos. Now,
yeah, they know what they were doing.
Larry's new direction for the film is to still maintain
fucking weirdo
style animation, but this time, not only does he want it to be more over the top,
looks
he
like
wants the animation done in motion capture thanks to the help of House of Moves and image metrics. I think we can all agree that the cartoony Looney Tunes style and the realistic motion capture are practically opposites, and they just
I don't know, man, but this editing's kind of messing with my... I don't know.
Let's just roll with it. In 2005, things are starting to
Some people might have a seizure watching this.
I'm not sure if you're talking about the editing of the movie or the video. If it's the former, I can't comment on that. But if it's the latter, then I don't see how at all. What I'm trying to say is this. It would have been better if you specified what you were talking about.
Interested to distribute the film thanks to the number of brands and celebrities attached to it.
Oh yeah, you got a Catwoman in here. Shit, for no reason, I don't know why she's got that going. Getting with a dog.
Budget of $45 million. All this is awesome. But
no, the film is not awesome.
The production was so disorganized that all it did was just continuously miss deadlines. They wanted to release it somewhere in 2006
they still got it out done in, and it bombed.
Everybody knew at this point it was never going to happen.
Get this big nose bitch out my face. He's getting ready to stick it up your ass, man. Turn around.
It wasn't until 2011 when Foodfight was auctioned off for $2.5 million to Fireman's Fund Industrial
I'm not interested in it, man. I know it's famous and all,
but ASAP in the cheapest way possible. The process here is best described like you're trying to finish up.
They got the food mascots and shit, and the other guys like Mr. Clean.
With Scotch tape. Despite the animation,
this guy's talking way fast over me.
Yeah, and
finished Foodfight and released it in the UK under Boulevard Entertainment in 2012 and in the US under Viva Entertainment a year later, resulting in a barely finished, barely organized, barely watchable movie that we know today as one of the worst animated films ever made. So now that we know about the movie's history, let's recap backwards to see where the real problem came from.
It's all
the Fireman's Fund for cobbling it together so terribly into the infamous finished product? No, because they wouldn't have stepped in if it weren't for the impatience of a couple of companies.
Alright, I'm giving you 10 cents for you acting like a CEO, but I'm also giving you an extra 10 for you even making the seal noises over a video like this in the first place.
So is it Lionsgate and Story Art's
fault
for
stop showing that face
because of always missing the deadlines in the same veins of Richard?
They're missing the deadlines and shit.
No, because the crew was having a hard time to comprehend the technology.
What the hell's he doing back there?
To make the new version of the animation. So there must
be
no
other
option except for the thieves back in late 2002.
If I had watched the movie, I probably would understand what he's talking about, boy.
No, you actually wouldn't, because Animat is talking about its history, which isn't said in the movie.
It must be their fault for the movie's failure, right? No.
I don't know. It's everybody's fault. The film should have never been made, should never been put out.
Before any of these events
Guys should have gave up on it when those files went missing.
There's a bit of a pattern of
could have made something else better.
Continuous delays, the strange choices in animation, the okay to add in weird sexual innuendos, and the animators always getting surprises on what to change.
If you get away with it, probably would have made somebody flash their fucking pecker.
What?
One direction, one man. The one moment that caused Foodfight to seal its doom was when Larry Kasanoff decided to become the producer and director. The key word that hinted all this was when
Why are you getting so serious with this? It's just a fucking animation show.
Entire life.
It's not me taking that seriously. It's goofy and it's stupid.
Absolutely no idea.
Well, this movie's history is long and interesting, so... Also, how many times do I have to tell you? It's a movie, not a show.
Why are you raising your voice? Calm the fuck down, man. Take a deep breath.
To the point that not only
it's just a animation.
He's not even on the same book. It's this miscommunication.
I don't even know what's going on back there, but something's about to happen.
Issues and leaving the movie with absolutely no sense of direction. And you know
no sense of direction. He said he got Indiana Jones dog and other people doing weird shit. I almost imagine that Cool World, except it's, I don't know if it's just as fucked up or
he's the one with all the money.
more.
So the crew had to do what he said, even if he had no idea what he was doing. He made himself judge, jury, and executioner.
I don't even know what the hell he's going on about anymore.
By the way,
he went way too fast.
No, you were just talking over the video, which caused you to miss what he was talking about.
Editing my review, I accidentally discovered the 2002 trailer.
Eyes back there, man. I guess that's supposed to be seductive eyes.
It left me in complete shock. Sure, by
shit, you might want to get to the side. Why are you blocking the film? Don't even put it in the back if you're going to stand in front of it like that.
How it ended up,
just put a picture, a poster, or something.
Nitpicking something in the video.
What's she doing?
That said, let's pretend
okay, you move to the side, you move to the middle. What the hell's he doing?
Had their hardware stolen. Would it have been a good film if production went smoothly? Honestly,
I don't know.
No, because I
don't think it's going to turn out any better.
A small part of the reason why this film is so bad. Even
still got these weird fucking furry-looking creatures and shit.
From terrible writing, no consistency.
I imagine him on a cereal box for some reason.
Awful food puns, unlikable characters, and a story that's just all over the place.
Damn, man.
I know I sound a bit harsh to pin the entire blame on one person.
I don't even think it wasn't. It's not meant for kids, but I think they said it was, but it's not.
A pretty effective company.
Especially when you put sexual shit in it.
No other way to put it. And despite Larry knowing how to run a business, he's just absolutely
can't run the business
when it comes to running a movie. Now, the moral of this story is, no matter how good of an idea you have, you must leave it to the
Did he have a dream about this shit and decide to turn it into a movie?
Yourself and a lot of people into madness that would ultimately lead to possibly your biggest failure. What made movies
you need
like
some
Roger
shades.
Rabbit, Toy Story, and the Lego Movie work?
Toy Story's way better than that fucking Foodfight shit.
Doing and know how to execute it. Admittedly, a movie that features well-known
that thing is creeping me out the way he's walking and shit.
But only if it was in the right
what
hands.
The hell?
And that's where the source of the problem is. The project fell into the wrong hands, and it ended up being completely crumbled.
Put it in the wrong. That's what happens with a lot of films. In the wrong hands, and they fuck it up.
Trailer. And to spice things up, I'll be doing comparison shots between that and how it ended up in the movie. Now, one last thing I would like to add is
somebody just stepped on jizz back there. I saw that.
I'll be honest, it actually does look like that. So I won't be adding 25 cents. Instead, I'll only add 5 cents for this still being sexual.
All of this technology, work, time, talent, and artistry will make Foodfight unlike anything ever before seen on film. Well, with everything that went wrong in this movie,
yell my ear? Damn, it hurt.
Thing right.
Shit.
Your volume must be turned up high, because it is not that loud. This is just a case of you over-exaggerating something.
Okay, 2002 trailer to 2012 movie. I guess it's a different, I don't know. Alright, here we go, man. I'm still not interested in it, though. A City Comes Alive, 2002. Okay. Yeah, there's some differences there. 2002 trailer looks more lit up. Okay. Okay, he looks a little different. I don't know. It's not that much different. Okay, she looks different. Why they decide to change it? Okay, it's shinier. I don't know. I'm having a hard time more crisp. I don't know the fucking word everybody uses. I still don't care, man. This movie bombed. The shit. There you go. Foodfight. It does have a food fight in it. Milk, that's jizz.
I'll add 25 cents for this, though. Pay attention to the video. So yeah, that's about it for this video, and I'll see you on the next one.